Okay, thank you for the introduction. So today I will talk about our special project we did, and it was the placement of the reinforcement right on the subbase. But at the beginning, I will start my presentation with the introduction of the reinforcement, the advantages, and why you should use that. And at the end, I will conclude the presentation with the parameters and the benefit of the reinforcement. So I will start with why you should use the reinforcement. The first thing is life. When you use the reinforcement, it extends the life of the road 200 to 300%. And you can also save in the future. You can save 50% cost reduction in the long run. Also, the installation. When you use the self-adhesive grid, the installation is very fast and easy. And the glass grid is also fully malleable and recyclable material. So here you can see the cracks. I believe you all seen that on the road. So the main would be like the alligator cracking, the utility cracks, and also the others. So here's what's happening in the asphalt. You know that the road has been designed a long time ago and the traffic increased over the time. Also, there are the temperature cycles and subbase movements, which doesn't help the life of the asphalt. Here you can see the mechanisms, what's going on in the asphalt. It could be also shear tests, bend, and the temperature cycles. So without the reinforcement, the asphalt is very easy for some damage. But when you use the reinforcement, it helps you to transfer the loads and shears and therefore increase the life. Here, this is the structures of the road. So in the picture here, this is the rigid pavement. This is concrete. On the picture here, it's flexible pavement, asphalt. And the middle picture here, this is when you repair the rigid concrete. You mill a few centimeters from the top and you replace it with the new asphalt layers. So the red lines here, it marks where you could use the reinforcement. So in some projects, we've seen that somebody decide to use even 2 layers of the reinforcement. But it's just some specialties like some bridges or some special projects. So the microcrackings in the asphalt, which is not visible by the eye, starts at 1% elongation. And the cracking, which is visible by eye, starts around 2 to 3%. So if you reinforce the material, you need that the material you use as the reinforcement has a lower elongation than the material you are reinforcing. Therefore, you need the material with high strength and low elongation. In the chart here, you can see the comparison of 100 kilonewton products. It's a glass fiber product, polyester, and polypropylene. The line here, it significates the critical area at 2% elongation, where the crack starts. So, for example, when you use polyester material with 8% elongation, it works as a chewing gum. So it extends, and in this critical area, it actually reaches only like 20 to 30 kilonewtons, and we are talking about 100 kilonewton product. While the glass with 3% elongation, in this critical area, it has around 95 kilonewtons. So here you can see how the elongation is important. So there are 3 functions of the reinforcement. One is the reinforcement. We've got a product called self-adhesive grid. And also there is the stress relief function and the sealing functions. For these applications, we've got a compo grids, which is the grid with the non-woven attached to that. Here there are the principles of installations. So the self-adhesive grid is designed for flat surface. So if you have the space in your project, it's the best way is to use the leveling cores. And also for milled surfaces, we've got the products with non-woven, as I mentioned before. And also you got some products for the special local repairs. Here, this is some pictures of the installation, how you install the grids. So in case of self-adhesive grids, you lay the product first on the ground. The surface must be clean and there shouldn't be any dust. Then as the glue is activated by the pressure, you need to apply the pressure with the roller to activate the glue. We also measure the adhesion if the adhesion is good enough and sufficient. And then after that, you spray the tack coat. And as soon as the tack coat is cured, you can pave, and there is the minimum of 4 centimeters asphalt layer. In case of compo grids, it's very similar, but there are a few steps which are opposite. And it is that first you spray the tack coat, and into the fresh tack coat, you install the compo grid. And then you must be sure that the tack coat saturated fully through the non-woven. So you just press it like that. And again, as soon as the tack coat is fully cured, you can pave, and it's the same thing, minimum 4 centimeters. So today I will show you the project we did. For this project, we use this compo grid. It's 100 kilonewton product. It's made from glass yarn. So the glass, because it's fragile, it's covered with elastomeric polymer coating. And this coating, it helps to protect the glass during the installation so it doesn't damage. Also, as I mentioned before, glass has very low elongation. And because this non-woven has 130 grams, it could be saturated with the bitumen, and therefore it works as the water barrier and also stress relief. So the project we did was in Japan. And normally, as I showed you at the beginning, we placed the grid under the wearing course or the leveling course. But in this case, we applied the grid right on the subbase, on the crashed aggregates. So here you can see the core from that project. You can see that the bond is very good. So which is the key parameter. So the adhesion between the layers must be good to activate the function of the reinforcement. And also this compo grid was tested in the lab on 4-point beam fatigue tests. So here on the picture here, this is the beam with the reinforcement. And here you can see the beam without the reinforcement. So this test is meant to simulate the cycles, what's happening in real traffic. And the cycles are calculated and compared. So in this case of this product, you can see that the reinforcement extend the life almost 4 times. So what do you want from the reinforcement? The reinforcing material must be very strong with high strength and ideally with very long elongation. Also, it should be space stable. Damage protection, which is important because when you install it and you damage it, you immediately losing a lot of tensile strength. Also, the bond between asphalt layers and reinforcement is very important. And you can easily verify these properties in the lab. So there are multiple labs who can do those tests for you. They can test the tensile strength, they could do some damage tests, also the elongation tests and things like that. So in the picture here, you can see the coating of the glass yarn, as I mentioned before. You can see it's fully saturated and the glass is protected. And the pictures here, it's the pictures from the milling. As I mentioned before, glass is fragile and it's easy to mill. And you can get the material like that. But when you try to mill the polypropylene or some plastics, because it behaves like the chewing gum, you got a lot of problems during the milling, and it's not good. So now I will talk about the benefits of the glass grids. Glass grid decrease reflective cracking growth 2 to 3 times. And also, you can save in the maintenance up to 50% of the costs. It's coated with special elastomeric polymer which protects the glass yarn, and it is fully millable and recyclable. Thank you.
Thank you, Milan, for your presentation.